Good day everyone. I will discussing the lesson for lesson 5. But first, we'll start off the lesson 4. So the question of lesson 4 is discuss the power of international organization. The the international organization. We are not going to introduce internal organization, but to present the law of international organization of what fundamental legal principle they are based at and what is the contribution of this international organization to international law. Oh. International organization is a recent concept. They date for the 20th century. The terminology is typically 20th century times is definitely imposed after the Second World War before the term association of states was used instead. International organization we born out of a need for cooperation. It is not a secret that with rather pardon me social development interdependence are increasing. This is true in dynamic society but also in international society. Question number 2 for the lesson number 4. Discuss and differentiate comprehensively the organs of the United Nations. The main organs of the United Nations or UN are the General Assembly, the Security Council, the Economic and Social Council, the Treaty Council, the International Court of Justice, and the UN or United States and United Nations Secretariat. All were established in 1945 when the UN was founded. So now we're gonna tackle the lesson number 5. This discussion is discuss the differences comprehensively state regionalism and non-state regionalism. Some non-state they non non-state they describe a stakeholder or force in a debut of conflict in which sovereign states and international organizations are the major and minor parties, respectively. Non-state can refer to any that is not affiliated with, support by, or connected directly to a savage stage of one of its government organizations, include in international commerce. Non-state may also refer to groups that are unincorporated with a particular state or are unknown to the state or nation they are within. So question number 2 and lesson number 5. Discuss individually and comprehensively the following: the ANTO, the OPEC, the NAM, and the lastly is ASEAN. So we're now gonna start for NATO or North Atlantic Trade Organization or NATO. So NATO security in our delight live in key to our well-being. NATO purpose is to guarantee the freedom and security of its member through political and military means. political, and military. That is POPEC, or Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, is an intergovernmental organization of 13 nations founded on September 4, 1960. The state mission of the organization is to coordinate and unify the petroleum policies of its member countries and ensure the stabilizations of oil market in order to secure an efficient, economic, and regular supply of petroleum to consume state income to products in a fair return of capital for those investing in the petroleum industry. Next is the NAM, the Non-Aligned Movement. The Non-Aligned Movement, or NAM, is a former of 120 developing world states that are from familiar alliance with or against any major power bloc. After the United Nations, it is the largest group of states worldwide. Drawing on the principle agreed at the Badang Conference in 1950, the non-aligned movement was established in 1961 in Belgrade, SR Serbia, Yugoslavia. So through an intervention in the of the India Prime Minister. So this led to the first conference of heads of states of government on NAM, or non-aligned country. The lastly but not the least, the ASEAN, or the what is the meaning of this? Charot lang. The Association of Southeast Asian Nation. It's a regional intergovernmental organization comprising 10 countries in Southeast Asia, which promotes intergovernment cooperatives and facilitates economics, political, security, military, education, and social culture integration among its members and other countries in Asia. Also regularly engage other countries in the Asian Pacific region and beyond, a major partners of Shanghai Cooperation Organization ASEAN maintain a global network of alliance and dialogue partners, and it's considered by many as a global powerhouse. The central union for cooperation is Asian Pacific, and a prominent and influential organization